The ritual, the cup of coffee, and the convenience of watching TV during the day, everything you love about mornings. After that, suddenly the laughter stops, the jokes cease, and the tears begin to fall. On Live with Kelly and Mark, Kelly Ripa went through this very scenario when she said goodbye to her husband and co-host Mark Consuelos. We will be delving deeply into this amazing moment today. What happened on stage and the years of love, struggle, and success that led to this heartbreaking parting. I assure you that you will want to stay until I say goodbye. Kelly's tears contain a story of strength, family, and the consequences of saying goodbye. September mornings tend to be peaceful. When watching the show live, fans are captivated by the couple's contagious chemistry, celebrity small conversation, and witty repartee. But on this particular morning, everything seemed different. Kelly's smile seemed more fragile. As usual, Mark's self-assurance gave way to a more taciturn manner. The instant Kelly began to cry, the mood shifted. The sound of shock echoed. There was no sound in the studio. This was not your typical TV moment. The course of history was about to change. Uncertain if they were watching a farewell between the co-hosts or something much more personal, viewers at home drew closer to their TVs. To understand why this second was so crucial, we must go back in time. Kelly Ripa has been the show's mainstay for more than 2 decades. From her early days next to Reg's villain to her easy charm with Ryan's secret tryst, Kelly made a stunning yet cozy impression on American living rooms. For millions of people, she was more than just a friend, confidant, and host. She was like a second family. Through her pranks, stories about her kids, and insights into her marriage, viewers felt as if they knew her. We therefore felt sorry for Kelly when she broke down in tears on television. However, another factor changed the character of this parting. The amazing love story lies at its core. Kelly and Mark first met on the set of All My Children in 1995. Sparks suddenly started to fly. Within a year of each other's disappearance, they were married in a small, almost secret wedding in Las Vegas. It truly was a tornado. It was unexpected, but it had to be done. They have been married for almost 30 years, during which time they have experienced many highs and lows, surmounted many challenges, raised 3 children together, and supported one another in their jobs, which have kept them in the spotlight. They were more than just co-hosts. They were inseparable. Because of this, Kelly's pain was evident when she said goodbye to Mark in public. Surprises abound on live television. That's what makes it beautiful. One drawback is that when emotions hit, you have no script to hide behind. When Kelly's voice broke and her hand instinctively reached for the markings, there was neither a commercial break to cut the drama short nor a producer pecking at her ear to tell her to go on. Kelly showed us her vulnerability, honesty, and openness. For the generation that has watched her career's highs and lows, it was a moving reminder that even the most influential figures in our media have human frailties, including love, sorrow, and anxiety. Furthermore, sometimes capturing the truth on camera exposes more than simply an act. The audience was moved not only by Kelly's emotions, but also by Mark's response. He joked, but not to lighten the situation. He didn't turn his head away. Instead, he stood quietly beside her, his eyes bright as he took her hand. That small gesture was a powerful statement. Mark has long been Kelly's pillar of support, both on and off screen. Raising children and enduring the harsh criticism of the entertainment industry are just 2 of the many obstacles they have overcome together. Mark and everyone else can attest to the quiet strength of sticking by the person you love, even when words cannot express it. As soon as it aired, social media was in a frenzy. Audience members wrote, "I've watched Kelly for 20 years, and I've never seen her so emotional, and this goodbye feels like we're losing a part of our mornings." Some even made comparisons to the well-known farewell scene between Reyes and Kelly from years ago. Not just Kelly and Mark, but everyone felt cherished. They provided peace, humor, and companionship in a world where everything seemed to be falling apart. Many viewers found the emotions to be very personal, especially those in their 60s who grew up watching Kelly's journey. Seeing or going through a farewell, whether in real life or on screen, forces us to accept the fact that time is passing. Kelly and Mark were more than just co-hosts when they said their goodbyes. Viewers felt as though they were closing a chapter in their personal lives. Marriages that endured, children that grew up, and mornings that became customs. Making Mark's departure official on. Kelly Ripa, who is usually vivacious and upbeat, showed a side of herself during the live broadcast that is rarely seen. A side full of tears, sincere passion, and thought-provoking comments. Kelly's tears as she bid farewell to her husband and co-host on Live. With Kelly and Mark Consuelos, stunned and moved the audience. A routine morning show quickly turned into one of the most poignant and unforgettable events of the modern era. Kelly's laid-back demeanor, sharp wit, and sense of humor have made her a morning TV favorite for decades. Before Mark became her full-time co-host, viewers loved their chemistry, which contains a fair dose of sincere friendship, intense affection, and lighthearted teasing. But on this particular day, Kelly's voice broke as she began to talk about something much more significant. "This isn't easy for me," she admitted, clenching her hands together and trembling audibly. "Mark has always been my pillar of support, whether it was at home, as a dad, or on stage. Saying goodbye is impossible, even for a brief moment." As the crowd realized how serious the situation was, they fell silent. As Kelly described the effects Mark had on her both personally and professionally, she started crying. "We have established the groundwork for a life together. We have experienced the highs and lows, victories and setbacks of parenthood. Sitting here with him every morning has been the gift of a lifetime." She told the tale of a well-known couple who had supported one another through good times and bad. Mark, who was sitting beside her, reached out and took her hand. He tried to maintain his composure, but his eyes showed how he really felt. "See, this is what he does," Kelly whispered, trying to keep a grin on her face while crying. "He supports me. Each and every time." Whether the farewell was due to a career relocation, a momentary setback, or something more personal, the unshakable bond between them was clear. Fans watching from home who were both heartbroken and supportive quickly took to social media to express their emotions. Commonality with Kelly's tears. A group of people commented and tweeted, "They are incredibly affectionate." As one commenter stated, "This is obviously more than television. Since this is their life, they are lucky to allow us to enter their world." This was more than just a beautiful moment. It felt like two people who were deeply in love with each other were having a private chat with the entire globe. Kelly thanked her husband and the crew and fans who had supported them as a pair while she tried to gather herself. She added, "This isn't the end," her voice trembling with sorrow. "It is a change though, and any change elicits conflicting emotions. There is no doubt in my mind that Mark and I will always be there for one another, offering support and encouragement." It was an audible love letter, not just a farewell. Every word Kelly stated was infused with her unwavering love and respect for her partner of more than 30 years. Their marriage has been a model example in a field where partnerships are short-lived, so their heartfelt farewell emphasized the uniqueness and worth of their connection. The studio audience erupted in cheers for the performance and the love story they had just watched, and they embraced Kelly and Mark as the episode came to an end. It was a moving reminder that, despite the glamour and flash of television, the most heartwarming tales are sometimes the simplest ones. A mother thanking her husband, a partner professing love, or a family staying together in the face of hardship. For fans, it was both inspirational and poignant. Kelly's tears represented gratitude, love, and the wonder of togetherness in partnership in addition to pain. One thing was evident despite the tragic farewell. Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos' journey is far from over. The love continues to be an inspiration even when they are apart.